No worries, I'm right here. Whenever you're ready, share your thoughts on that question, and then we'll dive into the details together.
I think I disagree with this statement because there are some, yeah, I know there are so many pros and cons, but whenever, I mean, if I were asked to answer or choose just one side, I would choose teacher because um first of all, teachers can be teachers have very important role in um, very a variety of ways. To be specific, students in auto science tend to be affected by teachers who have a variety of experience or their maturity. So because the teachers can give students very very extremely many advices in responsible and very helpful and thoughtful ways. So that's the one thing I think. And take the example of the students have a trouble with their have trouble with friends. I mean, um, cohort peers or how can I say fellow classmates or trouble in choosing or weighing their future career. The yeah, the teachers can provide advice. They yeah, teachers can provide them with very helpful advice and very responsible answer about that. So on top of that, I mean, teachers have very essential role in academic subjects in school. That's the very important view of my perspective, because yeah, with teaching by teaching students, students can achieve their academic achievement or goals or progress, which is very important. Some academic problems can be resolved by proper feedback or proper guidance by teachers. So yeah, that's the major reason why I think that I think students are a little bit a little bit more influenced by teachers than peers. And most of teachers are likely to influence a little bit more and are likely to keep their eye on students unless they're not really into the students at all. So um, you know to in other words, and let's assume that a student has a good friend or poor teacher, a good friends and poor teachers. That is yeah, that is, I know, horrifying and terrifying. But yeah, the students can be more comfortable and feel very convenient and more comfortable socially. But on the other hand, the students cannot still achieve the student's goal and fail to succeed in academic achievement. So, in other words, I mean, in other words, yeah, peers can affect the students very emotionally in daily life or casual life, but teachers can teachers have a variety of um, o- a variety of essential role in academic achievement. So um, yeah, so overall, I disagree with this statement. I mean, I think as far as I thought, teachers are more important, and teachers are a way more important. Have more Teachers have more important role in school.
You had good points. Now here's a little polishing. Deserve should be disagree. Avoid filler phrases like yeah, I know. Instead of pros and cons, just pick one side directly. First of all is great, but skip whenever I mean if I were asked. Also, advice should be advice since it's uncountable. You can say students are influenced by teachers' maturity and experience. Finally, a way more important can just be far more important. Now let's pivot. If you could change one thing about education systems worldwide, what would it be and why?
I've never thought about this topic, but I gotta say, the rote learning, I think, especially in Korea, to be specified that to be specific, in Korea we there are popular university hierarchy of the university. So most of high school students struggle to study all the stuffs. I mean, English and Korean and history of Korean history and mathematics also and science or something like that. The except the PE or the arts or something like that. So which is very weird, and the most of class and lessons are composed of rote learning. So which was insane because there are so many stuffs and there are so many things to study and to remember, to memorize all the stuffs. Every day went my notes went black with a pen. So I think yeah I never I can remember the stuffs in my class, especially in history class. I I totally forgot what I been taught in my high school day. So um, education in Korea must be changed from learning to critical thinking. I know it's very important to change those huge wave of Korean education, but it should be changed. There's no there's no point there's no point with learning. um I yeah so there yeah in Korea especially, to be specific, here is no Nobel Prize winner in field of science. I mean pure science. I think that's the main reason, the main result of rote learning. So yeah, of course, there is not enough investment in pure science or something like that. Every elite wanna go and really into the medicine college. So that is very serious social problem nowadays in Korea. So some days I hope that some days it will, yeah, it must be changed. Whenever if I were asked to change Korean culture or Korean um Korean background, everything, I would choose the exactly Korean education.
Your passion shines through. Now some tweaks. Instead of to be specified, say to be specific. Rut learning should be rote learning. There are popular hierarchy, make it there is a strong hierarchy. Instead of stuff, say subjects or fields. Except PE should be excluding PE. Went black, more naturally my notes were filled. Must be changed, passive would be better as must change. Finally, I would choose exactly education. Just say I would choose